Hi there, I am Cynthia Wakeo, and I am joined by Pamina Swainaina, who is going to be telling us the most profitable business to start in Kenya. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Akio.
All right, so which are the factors that contribute to the profitability of a business?
Now, the main reason why someone would want to go into business is obviously, they want to succeed.
Yes.
They want to make something out of the business. Yeah. But unfortunately, if you don't consider some factors, then you'll find that your business will not work. And I don't know whether you are familiar with the statistics, but they say over 80% of the business, they don't make it past the first 2 years. 80%.
Yeah.
So that means we are seated here, if we are 10 of us in a room and we want to start a business, or we start a business, by the third year, 8 of us will not have succeeded. Yeah. And only 10% of the business make it past the fifth year. Those are worldwide statistics. And so you can see it goes without saying that there are certain things we get wrong. If we don't pay attention to these things, then the likelihood of you making a mistake is very high. Yeah.
And what are these things?
I believe the starting point is there a market for what you want to offer?
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two is if there's a market, are your customers willing to pay? And then also number three, how do you differentiate yourself? Yeah, because most likely there's whatever you're thinking about, there's also already someone who's offering it, Cynthia.
Yeah.
So the question is what you make Pamina's or Cynthia stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, I'm in consultancy. So one way we stand out is we have an active digital presence. So we will do these videos. So if someone comes, they watch the video and they're able to get something of value, then they're able to see us as experts. And next time they have a HR need, guess who they'll consider? They consider us because we've offered value to them. Yeah.
All right, so let us look at the Kenyan market. What are the profitable businesses to start?
Now, there's nothing like a profitable business.
Yeah.
You can't say that, oh, if I get into this business, I'll make money. And the reason why am I saying this? I'll give you the example of look at the telecommunication industry. We have Safaricom, we have Airtel. Do you know? Maybe you are too young then, Cynthia. But when at the onset of the mobile services
Yeah.
in Kenya,
Yeah.
Airtel was number one. That time they used to go by the name of Kensel.
Yeah.
They had even more subscribers than Safaricom. But because of the strategies that Safaricom adopted, that has seen them get a bigger market share. And we all know the success story of M-Pesa. M-Pesa is one of the reasons why Safaricom is very successful because right now, my number, I have a Safaricom, I'm M-Pesa Ryan, and most likely I'm not going to go to another provider.
Yeah.
Because they don't offer that money transfer service. So that's an interesting example because one time the person who was number two has been able to get a bigger market share. It's close, I believe, at 80%
Yes.
than the person who was number one at that point. So as you can see, it's if you are going to mobile business, there's a market. Even now, I believe there's a chance that someone can come and if they're able to look at the gaps that they are there with Safaricom and they can still be able to do good business. A good example also is of Kenya Airways. There's a time it was a very profitable business. But as of now, Kenya Airways, the last 3 years, they've been making losses. So corporate staffing, the farm I run, is more profitable than Kenya Airways. That's the reality. At the end of the year, when we do our accounts, for me, there's a profit. We will have reported a profit. Compare that to Kenya Airways, which is reporting a loss. Would you buy a loss-making company? You didn't. Yeah.
That's a very interesting perspective.
Yes, that's the reality, and most people that's the mistake we make. We look at you probably even look at how much money is there to be made in the industry,
Yeah.
but you forget yes, the industry can be as big as you want, but the question is how organized are you as a company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm starting a business, after how long do I expect to see profit?
Again, also it depends with you
Yeah.
and the kind of business you've gotten yourself into. There are people who I'll give you an example. For you now, you're a digital professional. Tomorrow, you could be offering those services.
Yes.
And so long as whatever it has costed you is less than what you're being paid, then you're already in business and you're making something. Yeah. I think the big question is there a market for what I want to offer? Then how do I stand out? I think those are the big questions that we should be able to answer. And if you're able to do that, then you find that the going is better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when doing my research on the market and all, what should I benchmark on?
Oh, yes, you brought up a very important aspect because, yes, I keep saying there's a market. You need to consider the market. You need to consider what makes you stand out. But the reality is we operate in an environment where you can be able to learn a lot from others. And part of your research before you even start this business is talk to the people who are already doing it. So ask them, what is the challenge? What are the customers looking for? What do the customers, what do they complain about? What are you as a business? What do you find challenging? And that way, you even be able to become better. Yeah, so research is very important. Getting to know what you're doing is also very important. And not, you obviously, you'll not be able to master everything before you start the business, but you find the more information you have at the start, the better you are.
Yeah. All right. And finally, advice to anyone who is looking to, start off a business and make profit in the process.
I think my advice to them is success in any business ultimately depends on you. It's not so much about the business. It's not so much about the market out there. And a good example is today we can start the same business in there, but you be successful than I. Why? It's because of the things you've done, which I'm not doing myself. Yeah. So the criteria success rise with you. It's not so much about the market because as long as people are willing to pay for something, then that means there's a market for it. And so it depends on how you are organized at an individual level, at a business level. That's what you make a difference. Yeah. I'm sure. And a good example is also what we are seeing in the supermarket industry, the retail chains. We've seen the fall of Uchumi.
Yes.
You've seen the fall of Nakumat. We've seen the fall of
Tuskis.
Tuskis. But at the same time, we've seen Naivas are expanding, Quickmart are also expanding. So ask yourself, why? All of them, they're offering the same service. In fact, you find the most interesting thing is one closes the door, the other one, they come and use the same
place.
premises.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not that the supermarket business is bad.
Yeah.
It just depends it depends with who's the person behind it. Yeah.
All right.
And that business, look at it. If you ask the owners of Tuskys and Nakumat, and I'm using them just as examples, they'll probably tell you supermarket business is not profitable. They'll tell you it has all these challenges. But if you talk to the people of Tusky, what do you call them? You're the one who goes to do shopping. Yeah, if you go to talk to Eastmart and these other ones which have come up, Carrefour and all that, they'll tell you it's successful, it works.
Yeah.
In fact, Carrefour is a global brand. I mean, they are go to Dubai, go to Egypt, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So same business, but very different feedback based on who you are talking to. So which affirms my point that it depends. The individuals behind the business are the ones that matter.
Yeah.
They're the ones who make it either profitable or loss making.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for watching this video. For more tips on how you can start a business in Kenya and succeed, please subscribe to this channel. See you next time.